J-Dubb here. Recently, a science-based Facebook page shared a list of dog facts to their Facebook following. One thing in particular that I remember reading on this list was dogs can't see in 2 dimensions, therefore can't see an image on TV or in a picture. At this point, I had to call BS because of this. Looking at the comments, something I try not to do too often, I found that I was not the only experienced dog owner calling BS on this particular item. It's pretty commonly purported that dogs don't see in 2 dimensions. I believed it for years. It was even in the movie Turner and Hooch. Dogs certainly do react to TV images. There's probably a breed of dogs that are more likely to react than others. For instance, as a Cavalier, Spencer here is a sight hound. He hunts more by sight than by scent, whereas a lot of other breeds of dogs tend to rely more on their olfactory senses than on their sight. So today I'm going to call out 6 commonly purported dog myths. Myth number 1 being dogs can't see in 2 dimensions. Along the lines of seeing things, myth number 2 is dogs only see in black and white. Wrong. I believe this myth comes from people referring to dogs as colorblind, but colorblind doesn't mean only seeing in black and white. People who are colorblind don't only see in black and white. There's certain colors they can't see. Red might look the same as yellow to them, or yellow might look the same as green to them. And that's how it is for dogs. They have limited color vision compared to humans. Thus, some people refer to them as colorblind. Dog saliva is cleaner and contains less bacteria than human saliva. Really. Who was the person who felt the need to make this claim? Really, I have no idea why this would even be a thing. If you drink other people's saliva, you might get sick, but it's safe to drink your dog's saliva. But remember, dogs also lick themselves down there. Myth number 4. Cerberus is a large 3-headed dog which guards the entrance to the underworld. It's supposed to be myths about dogs, not mythological dogs. Only male dogs hump things, and people and other dogs and things. Basically, the myth is it's only male dogs who hump other dogs and urinate to mark their territory and you know, other things to show their dominance. Truth is, female dogs do these same things too. My family once had a Dalmatian that, given the chance, would mount a person. We thought she was gender confused, but actually it was perfectly normal. We seem to have this idea in our minds that it's males who are aggressive and dominant and domineering, and females by nature are docile and gentle and submissive. Truth is, this is actually a sociological thing. It's part of conditioning within human society. And then as we anthropomorphize animals, we tend to project these same traits onto them. We always talk about the alpha male, but we forget that within the species Canis lupus, and by extension Canis lupus familiaris, there are also alpha females which dominate the other wolves / dogs. This next one is a 2-part myth involving eating grass. Dogs eat grass to make themselves vomit, or dogs eat grass when they're sick, and that's why they vomit. No, dogs don't eat grass because they're sick, and they don't eat grass to deliberately make themselves vomit. They eat grass to eat grass. Some of them just like eating grass, but if they eat too much of it, it does upset the stomach and they vomit. And myth number 6 is tug of war causes or promotes aggression in dogs. Nope. People got this idea in their heads because when playing tug of war, dogs will growl and act aggressive, as is the nature of the game. truth is, a lot of well-trained, well-mannered dogs were raised on tug-of-war. Some people actually think that tug-of-war gives them an outlet for aggression, but there's no evidence for and plenty of evidence to the contrary that that tug-of-war trains aggression into dogs. And so now you know what things not to believe about dogs anymore. So, are there any dog myths that you know about that I didn't mention? If so, mention them in the comments. And with that, see you next time, J-Dubb out. So, when I first started out with YouTube, I had a blog called J-Dubb's Theater. I had gotten into watching videos from Smosh and the Winecone and Bratz and Bretta, and liked what they did.